and it was fun. It was super nice. Hello, 2G, my Chinese takeout. Hey! Stop it! Zucchini chicken, hot and sour soup, egg rolls, crab rangoons, and shrimp fried rice, and maybe some wushu pork. I love it. Are you sharing? That sounds like a perfect order. Knife Clan, thank you so much for the 200 biddies. Draw me a bat kitty standing proud with a pride flag like he just planted it. Yeah, but I can't do rainbows. I only do black and white. Okay, just for you, just this once, I'll put a little bit of color. That's right, Pride Month does start tomorrow. Thank you for the 200 bits. Yes, Chinese food is totally meant to be family style, 100%. But that's not our question. Quit peeking. Quit peeking. Thank you, Knife Clan. Okay, we wanted, oops, let's turn it this way. All right, let's try to get everything hooked up. Shrimp fried rice with extra egg. Mmm, yum. And pork lo mein. But that's for tomorrow. Yes, leftovers, right? Honestly, Chinese takeout, pretty good the next day. A lot of the time. Not for every single dish, but a lot of stuff is pretty good the next day. I actually shut down my computer for once, so I'm having to like resize everything. You're like a Peking duck. I'm crispy and I catch people by surprise. Oh, 'cause you're peeking? Hey, Rebel. Malaysian cuisine today? Oh my goodness, tell me about it. Hi, Rebel. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you had a great weekend. Tell us all about your Malaysian cuisine adventures. What did you eat? Let me change this menu because it says egg foo young, and we're not making egg foo young. That's incorrect. We are, I probably will make myself just a little snacky something. I honestly am probably gonna eat Cheerios for dinner because I don't really have the stuff to cook today. So it might be a Cheerios dinner kind of night. But we are gonna show some travel pics. You pay the extra for like a little extra egg? Sure, you get that protein, yeah. You're too afraid to ask? Why are you too afraid to ask? Because it's gonna be too expensive or you think they're gonna like judge you? Just ask. Restaurants can always do it like to your taste. The only thing that I would be worried about is that they would overcharge and be like, okay, well that's $2 for a single egg. And I'd be like, because you know, that is often the case. Restaurants do upcharge, that's like what they do. They'll charge you like $1 or $2 for adding a single egg when in reality you can get a dozen eggs, you know, wholesale for like $3, but whatever. Oh, they'll do it. They just probably will charge you for it. But they'll do it. They won't judge you. You don't gotta be nervous. Ooh, that's a big fat head. Okay, that's not great. Why is his head so lumpy? Okay, slightly better. Oh, don't ask me anything about plant care. I don't know anything about plant care. But we have a plants channel in the Discord. If you ever have questions about plants, we have a few people in the Discord who are pretty knowledgeable about like growing stuff. We got a couple green thumbs up in the Discord. So if you guys ever have questions about plants, feel free to use that channel. I probably won't be much help, but yeah, we have some friends who can probably help.
Wait, they're making a Beetlejuice too?
They're making a Beetlejuice too, my husband said. I don't know. Says who? Says who?
Facebook post?
Hey, Stinging Bear. Okay. Now, we don't ever do drawings in color, but I'm making an exception. Making an exception for Knife Clan because he asked so nicely. Did you hear about the guy who got everything amputated except 2 small body parts? He's great at listening because he's all ears. Well, that's inconvenient. Okay, in a rare exception, I give you a little bit of color. Thank you very much for the resub. Yes, Mr. Fresh is home. Thank you, Knife Clan, for the support. I appreciate you. Mr. Fresh is indeed home. He actually came home early today to work from home and totally threw my entire day plans off. I was supposed to be streaming at like 4 or 5 today. It's now almost 8 o'clock and we're just getting started. Pineapple Bob, don't get used to it. I'm honoring a special request because Pride Month is starting tomorrow, and Knife Clan threw in an extra 200 biddies for my just for a little splash of color. They're black and white pictures though. They're black and white doodles. Hi Noodle, how are you? How's it going? How are things? Yeah, okay. So, we're just chilling today. I don't have any plans to like really cook anything major. I might make something for myself. I also might, I was kind of thinking about making banana bread. I don't know if that's like really crazy to do that just like spur of the moment. I'm like, I have some really, I have some bananas that have been through a lot. These bananas have been through a lot. They're just about banana bread ready. Hey Zan. So we can pay for doodle colors. Well, no, maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm still determined to have my, to figure out a system of doing my art later on a separate stream. And if we do that, then maybe we could do like tier 2 subs get like more detail, tier 3 subs get color, something like that. I don't know, maybe we could jazz it up a little bit like that. I'm still thinking about it. You're going to Pilates? How fun. No, we're not making egg foo young. Get out of here. Stop that. No. You guys are trying to be clever. Catch me with my menu. Do I actually want to start to clean the cardboard? Clean the cupboard? What do you mean clean the cardboard? I'm kind of thinking about making some banana bread. Look at these bananas. Look at these poor bananas. They came with us to the desert. Congratulations, Stinging Bear. Hey Hoju, did you hear that chocolate now has pronouns? It's Hershey. Thank you for the 25 bits. That's a good one. Clean out my cupboard? Nah, I don't feel like it today. It's too late of a start. Like I can clean my cupboard and I can easily take like 5 hours. Because we have so much fun doing it. We're so thorough. I don't feel like starting it right now. Yeah, one more day and they'll be leaking. Look at this one. Look at this one. Bloop, 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 bloop. Mush, 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 mush. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a little bit of banana bread. Let's put them right here so everyone can comment on how sad they look. To write subs and resubs to a file and having a command that writes text to the same file, but it would be a bit messy. I cannot think of a way to do it that's not manual. I have been reading online. I've been trying to figure out what to Google. I cannot seem to figure it out. I could throw them in the freezer. If we don't make banana bread like today or tomorrow, yeah, I'll freeze them and use them in smoothies. They'll get used. The banana's like, eat me. Aw, Knife Clan, paying me 200 biddies to steal Hoju's joke. Hey, that works out in my favor. Thank you for the bits. That's a fair trade. He paid me for your joke. Thank you. I'll look up a banana bread recipe and see. I'm sure I have everything for it. It's probably just like what? Oil, flour, eggs, banana, sugar. What else could it be? Like, I feel like I probably have everything to make it. And then I want to show you guys some travel pictures. I don't have like a ton of them. Walnuts, I don't have any walnuts. If I did have walnuts, I would add them, but I don't think I have any. I have raisins. I have raisins. We could put raisins in the banana bread. I don't see any walnuts or anything like that in here. I thought maybe I might have some lurking, but that does not seem to be the case. I have chocolate chips and semi-sweet morsels. We could certainly do chocolate chip banana bread. Not my preference, but people might like that. We could put chocolate chips in it. Stinging Bear. Peanuts, I do have peanuts. That's a little bit weird though. Do people put peanuts in banana bread? Yeah, I have chocolate chips. That's the only acceptable add-in. Wow. Let me double check though. These might be baking chocolate. Let me look. These are unsweetened chocolate chips. We do not want to add those. Those will taste like shit. Those are totally unsweetened, like cocoa nibs. Those will be gross. This is weird. These are for adding into cookies. This is Nestle Toll House, semi-sweet morsels, waffle cone bits, and mini marshmallows. Kind of strange. I wouldn't put it in banana bread. We could certainly pick out the chocolate chips, but I think these would be better in cookies. So let's save those for cookies. And I have here peanut butter. These ones are like peanut butter chocolate chips. They're okay. They might be a little bit old. I gotta try them and make sure they're still good. But that could be good, like a peanut butter flavored. It's almost like a Reese's filling. It's like if you took a Reese's filling and put that in chocolate chip form. Those might be good. Everything else looks like baking chocolate and unsweetened stuff. Is that really all I have? Yeah, I guess it is. Actually, let me see if I have anything up here. We going rustic. Yeah, raisins. I have raisins. Who doesn't like raisins? Raisins and banana bread? Yum. This is all like regular eating candy. I don't see anything in here. That would be good. I see some candy corn. Should I put some candy corn in my banana bread? Okay, I'm thinking maybe, okay. Well, I'll think about it. Young people don't like raisins? Well, that's just shameful. Are you calling me old, by the way? Leave the raisins out of the Nana? You guys are a bunch of haters. You guys are a bunch of raisin haters. That's what you are. I have cashews. I have cashews. That's all I have. Wait, hang on. Yeah, that's all I got. I have coconut flakes. That's kind of weird. Raisins have their place, but not in banana bread? What? Okay. These were milk chocolate and peanut butter morsels. I obviously picked out all the chocolate for use in a different recipe. I must have picked them all out manually because it's like only peanut butter. It's only peanut butter. They're pretty good. They taste fine. Sometimes, like chocolate doesn't exactly, or like chocolate and stuff like that doesn't exactly go bad, but sometimes they can taste a little off if they get old. These ones taste fine, so I guess they could be used. The unsweetened cocoa or the unsweetened chocolate, no, not so much. Although, why on earth would you... Why do I have 100% cacao unsweetened chocolate chips? What am I supposed to do with these? They recommend a brownie recipe on the back. That'll be some really, really dark-ass brownies. But maybe another day. I don't know. Do you guys like brownies? I don't know. Brownies are like, I like them, but they're not my go-to like dessert thing. Maybe a Cheerio crumb crust for my banana bread. Some like ground up Cheerios. You love brownies? Okay, look, I don't hate on brownies. Brownies are good. But it's just like, that's not my dessert thing of choice. Team crust brownie. Zan, have I showed you my all crust, or like my all edges brownie pan? If you guys like all edges, I have a pan that has like these pieces in it, and so it makes almost like a snaking shape, and it's an all edges pan. So you can make cornbread, banana bread, brownies, and every single piece is an edge piece. Yeah. I've had it for a long time. To be honest, I rarely use it. But yeah. Special brownies. No special brownies. Okay, let's have some water. Like a really dark, dense chocolate fudgy. Well, maybe these ones will be good because they use 100% cocoa, 100% cacao, dark chocolate, zero sweetener. Crazy. Bruh, send me the Amazon link. Let me see. Hoju says, hey, what do you call sweaty boobies? Humidities. That is my link. Rebel's not located in the US though, so I don't know if Rebel can use my, whatchamacallit, affiliate code, but this is the actual brand from their website, if you guys are curious. Here, let's see if I can show you. It's called the Baker's Edge. It looks like that, and if you guys like edge pieces, yeah, pretty cool. But I use it very rarely. I forget I'm British. What is YMMV? You made me violent. Your mileage may vary. I've never heard that in my life. YMMV? Wow, okay. I think it's you made me violent. Oh gosh. Okay, so anyway, my husband got Subway for dinner. I was so offended that he wanted to go to Subway for dinner that I refused to order anything. He got himself a sandwich and I was like, I do not want this Subway sandwich. So he wants me to eat the rest of his, which I will. So I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner, but I'll figure something out. And anyway, we're gonna probably look at some trip pictures. I'll tell you guys a little bit about the trip. I don't have that many photos. It's not like when I went to Costa Rica or on my honeymoon when I literally had like, 600 photos to show you guys. I have like 60, it was just a short little weekend. So, but I can show you guys some travel pictures. Maybe we'll make some banana bread. Maybe we'll cook something else for myself. Actually, let me think about what I want to eat for dinner. Okay. I got some mixed salad greens, pesto, hummus, eggs, cheese, bacon, spinach, cooked chicken. I have a little bit of laksa soup base. Maybe I could do something with the laksa soup base. I don't have that much of it. It's just there's a little bit of paste in here. I bet I could make like a mini laksa. Oh, I got tofu puffs. Okay guys, hang on, it's coming together. What if I make like a mini version of a laksa? Like a fast, small portion. Do I have to open a whole can of coconut milk? I might have to open a whole can of coconut milk though. That'll be way too much. Hang on, let me think about this. A French dip sandwich with laksa dip? What? I think using the laksa paste and the tofu would be good. I also have bok choy. Okay, so here, we're gonna get a little bit creative. We got some soup base in here. So that's kind of saucy. We have some tofu puffs. No, please don't tell me they went bad already. Fuck! My tofu went bad already. Oh, I was gonna eat it this week. Oh. Dang it. Hey, Aya. I'm so bummed. They're totally, like, there's a little bit of mold on them, but I can't eat them. Keep those frozen? I thought they would be fine for just a couple days. Okay, well there goes that idea. Fuck. I'm like unreasonably upset about it. Hey Keen, how are you? Okay, well now I have to know to keep them frozen next time I open them. It said to keep them refrigerated. It didn't say to freeze them. I know, but I don't have any more tofu puffs and I can't get them near me. I gotta travel to go get them. Okay, well that kind of ruins our laksa plan. I was getting really hyped. I was getting really hyped. Oh, I'm sad because I went to go get some tofu that I opened the pack of tofu last week, these tofu puffs, and I was getting all excited to like make kind of I was getting excited to throw together a meal, and I was like brainstorming, and I was gonna use the tofu puffs, and I was gonna make something, and they went bad. So I'm doubly upset because number one, I can't eat them tonight, so I have to throw them away, and two, I hate wasting food. I really hate wasting food. It makes me feel so crappy. So sometimes it just happens when your food goes bad, you gotta throw it away. But I feel like I screwed up. A dry laksa noodle stir fry. Yeah, I can. Okay, I have vermicelli noodles. I have pasta. I have like ziti pasta. I have some cooked chicken. I don't know if, now this might not be good because this is from late last week too. Let's take a look at it. Let's look at it carefully. Don't waste food, wear it. Is the chicken good? I think the chicken is fine. The chicken smells fine. Kind of difficult. You gotta sometimes exercise caution with these things. Thank you, Aya. Man. Okay. Ziti pasta would work, yeah. I just had a bunch of soggy oatmeal. Oh god. Okay, I think this chicken is fine. This is basically just plain boiled chicken. There's not a whole lot here. I have some half and half. Well, you gotta smell your food if you're not sure if it's good. Look, I have a lot of experience doing deep dives into my fridge and freezer and risking it on old food. Look, you have to use all your senses. I talk about this all the time when I'm going into the fridge and freezer. I'm sorry, guys. You gotta use your eyes. You gotta look for any discoloration, any weird textures. You gotta smell it. You gotta, you know, maybe taste it. If everything else checks out, maybe taste it. Like, you know, so I think it's okay. Okay, so we can use the chicken. Oh, Aya, you really did get sick. Did you take a COVID test? Oh no. I do have some leftover chili dip, and it should be fine. It's all just sauces mixed together. Where did I put it though? That's the question. Okay, I've got some half and half, which I know is good because I had some this morning. I have a little bit of leftover chili sauce. Yeah, there's some chili sauce in there. I have, let's see, I have bok choy. I have some bok choy. Okay. Use your spider sense to sense the incoming bacteria. Exactly. Exactly. You caught the flu. Ugh. It's not even flu season. Weird. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad it's not COVID, but I'm sorry you're sick. Ugh, being sick is the worst. The upside of like quarantining and stuff for the last 2 years is that like I haven't gotten sick in such a long time. And I've forgotten how crappy it feels to get sick. You usually forget how crappy it is until you are sick. I'm so sorry, my friend. I hope you are resting. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Or I hope someone else is taking care of you. Yeah, make sure you stay hydrated and rest. Okay, laksa pasta. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can do some laksa pasta. Okay, so I'm thinking, I also have vermicelli noodles. I can do vermicelli noodles. They think you were hungover? Well, yeah, but if you're really sick, that means you have to take tomorrow off as well. And I think if you take off like 2 or 3 days in a row, they'll know that you're for real. Like, You really think they would doubt you? Well, okay, if you're really feeling like that awful today, then obviously you can't go into work tomorrow. So it's like no one takes 2 days off of work because they're hungover. Like I feel like you take that second day and they'll know that, yeah. Laksa pasta. Okay, do you think I should do laksa pasta instead of the vermicelli noodles? Because I have vermicelli. Who takes off 2 days for hungoverness? That's crazy. I have never skipped work due to being hungover before.
We also don't drink.
My husband says, we also don't drink.
No, like before we have work.
We're flying to Germany on Thursday and I got kicked out of that trip. You don't get to go to Germany on your work trip? Well, I guess if you are sick, yeah, you probably shouldn't be traveling. So that stinks. No, if you have flu-like symptoms, you cannot travel, and you should not either. You think I should keep the vermicelli for next time? Wow, we're getting wild up in here. Okay, we're making pasta. We're making laksa pasta. Okay, we're getting crazy up in here. Okay, here, look. I've got... ziti. Let me think about this. Okay. I still want to make it a little bit soupy though. So I'm gonna get some, I think we'll just do water in the laksa base and a little bit of cream. Let me see if I have some, let me get a shallot. Let's take a shallot. Okay guys, we're improvising, You guys want to see how my ingenious brain works? My chef's brain. I'm just kidding, I'm not a chef. Okay, I'm gonna take a shallot. And I guess I have some ginger and lemongrass in here as well, if we were feeling crazy. Oh man, you were just talking about how you hadn't gotten sick before. Oh, that sucks. Do you know where you picked it up? Where are you going? Noodle's a busy lady. Okay, we're gonna improvise a little bit and try to make a very basic, quick dinner. You know what? I'm not gonna do the ginger and lemongrass. I don't feel like it. I will do a shallot though. Oh, Pilates class. Nice. Okay, so let's start with a little bit of shallot. And, okay, enjoy your gym. Man, Pilates sounds like fun. I haven't done Pilates in ages. I was supposed to go work out today, but like I said, my husband coming home early kind of derailed my whole day. We ended up going shopping instead because he really needed new clothes. You know, our clothes are just kind of old and whatever, and so we were just like, hey, we've been due to go on a shopping trip for a while now, and so I had my husband go through all his clothes to figure out like what he doesn't wear anymore, you know, or what's like old or what doesn't fit, and just be like, okay, take all of this stuff, we're getting rid of all of these, making room, and then we're gonna go get some more clothes. This hat looks super comfy. It is. It's nice and cushy. Taliesin, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Dang It Gang. Yeah, gotta stay limber. Oh man, that stinks, Aya. I'm so sorry. You got a trial package. Oh yeah, use it. Hey, welcome. Good evening. I hope you're having a great day. Okay, so guys, we're gonna start, excuse me, we're gonna start with a little bit of shallot. I'm feeling lazy, so I don't think we're gonna do any other aromatics. I really wanna keep it simple because I don't actually really wanna cook tonight. I just wanna make it real fast. I just wanna make this real quick and get some food in my belly. You were sick? No! No, everybody's getting sick. Stay away from me. Hacksaurus, thank you. This is the famous cheeseburger hat. A classic. Frosty! Oh my goodness, Frosty, thank you so much for the resub. How are you, dude? Join the sick club. No, I don't want a membership. Get out of here. No one wants to join your sick club. Gross. Frosty, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for 22 months in a row of support. You're amazing. Let me know if I can draw you something. Is 2,500 miles away far enough? Yes, that's fine. I don't think I will catch it from there. Just sitting around. How you been, dude? Are you, how's work? How's life? How's the housing stuff? How's your buddy Royce? Bake at $400. I forgot about that quote, but that's a good one. Bake at $400. Do we need an apron? Yeah, probably. Okay, probably. Noodles always got my back. Don't know if it's flu or COVID. Do you have access to any like at-home COVID tests, or do you have any? I don't know where you're located, but do you have any places that offer COVID testing? It feels like these days a lot of people have at-home tests available that you can get pretty easily, and a lot of places are doing them. Yeah, bake at $400. Okay, so we got a little bit of shallots. And let's see, let's boil some pasta. Okay, we're totally winging it today. Today is not a real cooking day. This is not a real proper cooking stream. I don't really feel like doing this hardcore, so we're just gonna quickly try to bang out a very simple dinner. COVID testing is no longer free. Really? I got the free tests that the government was giving out. So I got those, but I haven't needed to go in for testing. Oh, you live really far, no money to go out. Are you in the US? Because the government was sending out free COVID tests. All you had to do was just like apply on the US post office website. I don't know, you may, I don't know if you're in the US, but if you are, you could you're Brazilian. Okay, well, I don't know anything about the Brazilian system, so I cannot help there. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. Need some more people. Life is going swell. And the house hunt's still working at it, trying to find the right place. I'm so excited that you guys are like doing this thing. That makes me so happy. This isn't even real food. It's not. We're just doing a quick thing. It's gonna be really simple. The Brazilian government sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what the situation is like where you are, so I can't really advise. If you're able to get a test, then great, but otherwise I would say just, you know, keep an eye on your symptoms, like isolate yourself, act as though you have COVID, like basically assume you have COVID and just steer clear of everyone for like, you know, 10 days, 2 weeks, and just try to ride it out. The president said that whoever got the vaccine would get AIDS. That's wild. That's really kooky. Oh man. Whew. Did Turkey get his summer Brazilian yet? No. Can you imagine if I waxed my dog? Oh my God, that'd be so painful. He'd hate me. But I am actually going to get my dog groomed next week because my parents are coming to visit in 10 days and I want Turkey to look nice and fresh for them. Yeah, that is a wild conspiracy theory, and that's one I hadn't heard before. That's pretty bonkers. You would slap me if I waxed my dog? I would never wax my dog. That would be like the cruelest thing ever. I would never. Okay, so I'm gonna heat up this pan and we're gonna cook some shallots in it. And then we're gonna, I don't know, we'll figure it out. No, it would be so painful. I would never. How could you even say that? Of course I wouldn't. Oh geez, Hoju. Ugh. I would take ownership of Turkey. Yeah, I'm sure she gladly would. Oh, I'm sorry, Taliesin. I'm trying to clean out my fridge and just figure out something simple to make for dinner. We're technically, I was not going to cook. I wasn't planning on cooking, but I need to eat something for dinner. So, okay, let me change our command again. We're making a simple laksa chicken pasta. That's all. We're gonna call it chicken pasta with a laksa cream sauce. Rabble wants to give Turkey a treat. Okay, come here, baby. I just gave him a bath today, so he looks real cute. He's like really fluffy. I had to give him a bath because we were out in the desert and he got so dusty. So he's like really fluffy. He's so handsome. He's gonna be like way naked next week though. He's gonna be way naked. So feast your eyes on fluffy Turkey because next week he's gonna be like fully nude. Yeah. Nude boy. It's hard to get employment because you don't have experience on paper. You learn English alone and you don't have a certificate. You never pass on the interviews. I think your English is very good. You know, I can't really speak to how it is in Brazil, so I don't want to like assume your situation or anything, but you know, finding a job is hard. Everyone wants you to have experience. Even the lowest level jobs are like, so what prior experience do you have? And you're like, I don't have any. That's why I'm looking for an entry level job. And it's so hard to just get in there. But, you know, if you have friends or family who can help you out and recommend you for things, you know, you have people who can maybe put in a good word for you, that can help. Sometimes if you, like you said, if you have, classes or schooling or something like that, sometimes that can help if you don't have the work experience. It's really hard though. I know it's hard and I feel for you. Yeah, he's really, really fluffy right now, but he's gonna get totally shaved next week because I told you guys I like to get my money's worth when I go to the groomer. So I tell them, take it all off. Like shave it all down, everything. The paper is worth more than the content around here. Well, yeah, I don't know. If there's any way for you to like, I don't know, get like certifications or anything like that, Menu laksa le poulet et pâté. Don't know what that means. I think that means laksa with chicken pasta. Dark Samus wants to give Turkey another treat. Oh my gosh, come here, buddy. All right, I just washed my hands though, so I'm not gonna feed him out of my hand, but here you go, bud. There he goes. No, that was it. That's it. Everything does sound so fancy in French. I think it's so whack though, you know, even for entry-level jobs sometimes they'll want you to have experience and you're like, how am I supposed to have experience? This is like literally like a first level job. I don't have any other experience, you know? Maybe you guys don't want to listen to my crunching. To do an exchange, I'm not sure what that means, but stay strong, keep looking, keep learning, and explore your connections. You know, if you, like I said, if you have friends or family who can help you, they might be able to recommend you for something just so that you can get something on paper. It might help. Your last job interview couldn't look past the fact that you haven't taken care of an adult in 9 years. Yeah, they're like, excuse me, sir, it looks like you've just been taking care of babies in an intensive care situation for 9 years. I don't know. That doesn't sound very good. You're like, what? Like do an exchange student program. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, I will say, like, this is an English only channel, right? Because I can't speak, you know, Portuguese or, you know, other languages. And so, but you're more than welcome to practice your English. And here we are happy to chat with English speakers of all levels. So if like, I feel like Twitch is a great place to improve your English skills, right? Because if you can find someone and you can like practice talking to them or practice listening to them, I think it's a pretty good resource. So we're happy to chat with you. I failed the Spanish test for a government job and I yelled at the recruiter. That's my first language, ma'am. I failed it because their stupid algorithm counted all the accented words wrong. Oh, yeah, you're like, did you yell at the recruiter in Spanish? Like, what the hell? That's my first language. Oh, Hoju, I'm so sorry. That's crazy. What the hell? That's so weird. Well, that's okay. You might not understand everything that I'm saying because, you know, I'm a native English speaker and so I talk pretty quickly. But if it helps, you know, you're welcome here to practice. The recruiter was Asian. Okay. Hi, Erasmus. How are you? Like, Taliesin, your English is very good. Your English is very, very good. Better than any other second language that I could speak. So I think you're doing just fine. You were working your first job as a shoe clerk and the interview went so bad. But you managed to ace it. That's good. Oh, your English is excellent. Okay, so English is my native language, and then I speak a little bit of Chinese, but not very well. If I were to watch a Chinese Twitch streamer, there's no way I would be able to type in their chat. There's no way I'd be able to keep up with them. So I think you're doing pretty good. I Okay. Our question of the day is, what's your favorite accent? What's your favorite accent? Pasta. Scottish accents are wonderful. Irish accents are also wonderful. You like Australian accents? Australian accents are okay, but to me they sound kind of funny. They're fun, but I don't find them sexy. I guess I didn't specify that I meant in a sexy way. It doesn't matter. I don't mean in a sexy way. I mean in any way. What accents do you like to listen to? Doesn't have to be sexy. I'm sorry, I'm specifying that now. A Southern comedian accent? Like who? Hi, Jay Fry. Sorry, I didn't see you. Didn't see you there. American accent. Yeah, you learned it from watching movies and like, you know, watching TV, listening to music. See, that's how you learn. I found my ex sexy. Yeah. Okay. I can enjoy like a bit of Southern twang. It's kind of fun. It has like a nice kind of rhythm to it. I like it. I follow too many Australians, the novelty wore off. You like Japanese? Yeah. I would probably have to say, you love anime. Nice. You watch a lot of Bollywood? Yes. Like kind of an Indian accent? Do they speak English? Do they speak a lot of English in Bollywood films? That surprises me. I thought they were all in Indian. The Nani accent? I love Italian accents. I think Italian accents are so pretty. And yeah, I think Irish accents are also very nice here. Stranger Things? I only watched season 1. I didn't see any of the other seasons.
I've gotten 3 victories in a row.
Nobody has said Kiwi yet? The 4th season? No, I only watched the 1st season and then I stopped. Oh crap, I forgot to put a timer on my pasta. Oy. Just make a guess. No spoilers. No, I can't give you any spoilers because I only watched the 1st season. I hear Canadian accents are sexy. Italian and Argentinian accents are the same? Well, then I guess I like Argentinian accents as well. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of oil and I'm gonna, I'm gonna cook my shallots a little bit in here. Oh, they have like really thick Indian accents in the dub. That's funny. Okay, so I'm just gonna cook some shallots kind of on a low heat here. Try to get them to soften a little bit. On a scale from 1 to 10, Stranger Things, you would give it an 11. Did he never walk? I too am bad at math. Coming in with a quote. Thank you for adding that. That's a good one. It's a good one. Okay, I'm cooking my shallots a little bit. Once they're a little bit softer, I'm gonna add in my laksa paste. And then I think we're just gonna water it down and then maybe add a little bit of cream. Or maybe add cream and then water it. I don't know. Look, I'll figure it out. I'm making chicken pasta with a laksa cream sauce.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. It's better than your Subway.
Yeah? Better than my Subway?
Noodle, you're early to your class?
Do you eat the Subway?
Yeah,
Is it okay?
it's fine.
Turkey, come on. Go.
Did you hear what the shipmates found in the toilet? The captain's log. Gross. How much cream sauce did you say? Did I say? I don't know. A little bit. I don't know. What do I do here on Twitch? I cook, I bake, I talk, I do art. I cook a lot though. I cook a lot. I just went on vacation this weekend though for a brief weekend trip, and so I'm going to show you guys some photos in shortly. I was about to say in a few minutes, but that's not really correct. But shortly I will be showing you guys some travel photos. I was thinking about making banana bread, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on this week. I am feeling so out of sorts. I told you guys that as of Friday, I am now unemployed. And I've just been feeling really weird today. I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. Today I mailed back my my government equipment, so like my computer and power cord and everything. Like I packed all that up, sent it back to the processing center, and was like, ooh, this is really weird. I don't know how to structure my day. I don't know how to like figure, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Oh, Alexa. No, I'm sorry. I was not on your level. I'm sorry. You like to draw? I like to draw too. I have a lot to learn. I'm not like super good at it, but I like to do like doodles and stuff like that, like small drawings. But I do like it. The captain's log. Okay, the captain's log. Disgusting. Oh, you totally got me with that one. Okay, our onions are looking pretty nice and let's see. So we got our laksa paste in here. Not a ton of laksa paste. There's like a little bit down here at the bottom, so we'll just use that up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of squeeze it out of the pouch here. I have no idea if this is gonna work, by the way. No idea at all. Okay, we're gonna kind of like let that cook a little bit in the pan. I'm also gonna put a little bit of water here in here and see if I can get more out. This is the food. It's another one of the Pink Lady apple. All we had was the Pink Lady apple. I think my husband like found them on sale. I don't usually buy my kombuchas at full price, but if I find a good deal on them, we'll get some. And I think it was just the apple one that was on sale. I told you, I'm thoroughly unimpressed with this brand. Like, I find it to be so bland and like, I don't know. I just don't think it's very good. Sorry. I'm drinking it because, you know, it doesn't taste bad. It's just like not my choice. Okay, let's check on our pasta. I totally wasn't paying attention to the time, so I have no idea if my pasta is done or not. Grandma's good? Oh, they made it to Vegas? Good. That's good. Does she still stay at the Orleans or somewhere else? Yeah. My grandma's in Vegas. No, I'm not dissing the laksa broth. I'm dissing the kombucha. Okay. The pasta's still quite firm. I'll cook it a little longer. I guess I'll add some chicken too. Just make sure that everything's good. I think all the chicken is fine. It smells fine. There's a couple pieces here that are like tendon, like not good meat, but I can pull it apart. Pick out some of the good chicken. The good chicken. You're gonna shower so you don't miss the pictures? Yeah, that's a good plan. I need a few more minutes to do the food. I'll start the photos soon-ish, but not right away. So you go shower. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these up into some pieces. This chicken's already cooked, you know, so there's not a whole lot I have to do to it. Doesn't really have a whole lot of flavor either. It's kind of just like boiled chicken, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and add it in with our sauce. For sure, Noodle. Enjoy your class. I'm jealous. It sounds like a good time. Okay, I'm gonna add some half and half. Just making sure. I had half and half this morning with my coffee, and I was very careful about it because I was like, well, I've been gone all weekend. I don't know, gotta check the half and half. So I did the scent inspection. I did the visual inspection. I poured it out into a spoon to check for lumps, and then I did a small taste test. So I checked it thoroughly. Oh my God, Aya, gross. I don't want to know. That's pretty funny though. That's a good euphemism. Oh, I gotta go write something in my captain's log. Okay. I'm gonna turn the heat up on our sauce. I'm gonna drain our pasta. And I'm gonna retain a little bit of pasta water. So I'm draining out most of the water, but not all of it. And I'm gonna take the rest of the pasta with the pasta water and add it in because the pasta water will help thicken the sauce. These ziti noodles, nothing sticks to them. Why is the sauce not sticking to them? These noodles are too slick. It's not like penne. Penne has like, I feel like doesn't penne have like ridges on it? Why is this ziti so slippery? The sauce doesn't want to adhere to it. Kind of weird. Okay. Ooh, some cilantro. I want some cilantro on this. Yeah, put that in your logbook. Ugh. Okay. I think I have some cilantro because that'll be good. Would it be weird if I put Parmesan cheese on this? Yeah, I am letting it simmer. I will turn it down a little bit. Okay, so I want a little bit of cilantro as a garnish. I am so sad about my tofu. I just went over to throw my cilantro stems away and I saw my tofu sitting in my trash can and I was like, oh. My sauce is not thickening. I don't know why. It's too watery. Laksa pasta is common here. I don't have grated Parmesan. I have powdered Parmesan, like shaky parm. I have shaky parm. The captain's log joke made me think of Pineapple Bob. I should have waited. Pineapple Bob was in here briefly. He might have had to dash. Oh, there he is. We summoned him. Tell it again, tell it again. I have no idea why my sauce refuses to thicken. It's irritating me. I actually do have shaky parm. No one judge me. Should I add butter? Is that too much? That's too much, right? If I add butter. I'm just adding some now. We're going crazy. We're just making it up. Just add it. I know, we're going crazy. We're going crazy. I'm, not to be weird, but I'm gonna add a little bit of butter. I just want like a little bit of fat, a little bit more fat in here. Just gonna add a little bit of butter, okay? Don't tell anyone. be weird if I added edamame to this? No, that's getting too crazy. That's okay. That's more food than I need. I have edamame though. Getting really crazy up in here. I could also add spinach to it. I'm gonna add some spinach. Okay, bye noodle. You didn't have the real you didn't have real Parmesan until you were 19. I mean, shaker parm is not bad at all, but yeah, that's kind of stink. But at least you got to try it eventually. Okay, I'm adding a big handful of spinach. I know it looks like a lot, but you guys know spinach cooks down like crazy. Oh, if Mark thinks I should add edamame too, are we gonna load this thing up? Oh yeah, powdered Parmesan does have its place. Well, first of all, it lasts a really long time, which is great because then I can have it on hand. Second, there are sometimes there are things that I make that work better with powdered Parmesan. Like when I make the tuna salad that my husband likes, he told me the way his family makes it, and so I've made it the same way that his family makes it. And you gotta use shaker parm. That's the recipe. You gotta use shaker parm. And he told me that, and I was like, okay. And so that's how I make it. Yeah. Velveeta, like craft singles or whatever, like they do have their place. Okay, we're mixing in the spinach and it is gonna cook down. Hopefully our sauce starts thickening a little bit. It actually is thickening a little bit. Okay, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. See, now we're getting some veggies. We're getting some veggies in here. It smells pretty good. And once my spinach cooks down, I think we're pretty much ready to eat. This should be good. Just once our spinach gets soft. Yeah, brownies. Oh no, fudge. It was fudge. Velveeta fudge. You could probably do Velveeta brownies too, though. Okay. I'm doing it. So here is our laksa cream pasta with chicken and spinach and ziti. I think it actually looks and smells quite good. Not gonna lie. Silky mashed potatoes with Velveeta? Velveeta in mashed potatoes? That's kind of wild. Are you sure? So when I was in Costa Rica and we went to that fancy dinner for my husband's birthday, and I told you guys about that like amazing meal that we had at that treetop restaurant, that whole dining experience. Oh, it was freaking rad. But anyway, one of the dishes came with this cheesy potato thing. I don't know how to describe it. It was literally mashed potatoes with so much cheese mixed into it that it was, and they did it on purpose. Like the ratio of cheese to mashed potato was extremely high. And so it was almost like eating a spoonful of like cheese potato. Oh my God. Like the texture changed. It's so rigidly tubular. Yeah, I don't, this ziti is really strange. Hang on, let me have a taste and then let me decide if cilantro is in order. The sauce did thicken though. The sauce did thicken and it did stick. So, oh, hot. Oh, that sauce like thickened up really nicely. It's a very nice laksa cream sauce. That's how I would describe it. It's creamier than the laksa because we used a lot of like half and half. I don't know if this is too weird, but I'm going for the cilantro and I'm gonna go for shaker parm too. I'm sorry, I know this is very experimental. The dish that won my heart was the potatoes. Well, you should have seen my friend. My friend, when he put those potatoes in his mouth, he almost cried because he liked them so much. He literally started tearing up and we were laughing because he had tears in his eyes because he liked the potatoes so much. My favorite part was the lamb, actually. There was like a coffee, it was like a lamb with this savory coffee sauce that just blew my mind. I don't eat a lot of lamb, so I wasn't used to it, but it was very, very tender. It was very, very good. Cream cheese. I have used sour cream in my mashed potatoes, which is pretty good. I have not used cream cheese, but I bet that would be good. Sugoi! Nice, I'm happy with this. Success. Success. We created a cool, interesting new dish. And it is tasty. Some hammy jokes. You talking to me? There's never enough hammy jokes. Yeah, this is really good. Very tasty. We went in a totally different direction than I was expecting. Oh, don't eat ham? Oh, I thought I meant to say don't eat lamb a whole lot. But maybe I said ham instead. I meant lamb. Okay, bye, Bob. The skinny grated Parmesan or the flat grated? I like the big flat, it's called shaved Parmesan. I like shaved Parmesan a lot because it has so much flavor. But I mean, all Parmesan is good Parmesan to me. Hoju. Oh, Hoju. Your hearing is bad. Yo, what's up, Shiny Pants? How are ya? What'd it do? All right, Shiny, guess what? I just made, this is just like for funsies because I was trying to figure out something to eat for dinner. I just made ziti with chicken and spinach in a laksa cream sauce. Laksa cream sauce. Because I had a little bit of leftover like laksa soup base. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Just imagine like a Caesar salad. Imagine like a Caesar salad with those big fat, like grated, like shaved Parmesan, like freaking Parmesan shingles on your salad. And it's, oh my God, it's so good. I love those big giant pieces. You're asking if J-Fry shaved? Why? Did you shave your beard? Are you... I haven't seen J-Fry's beard, but I bet it's out of control. You lost a bet? What happened? Doi. I forgot about my chili sauce too. We're getting really weird up in here. We're getting real weird with these flavors, but I'm here for it. Yeah, they get stuck to a soggy crouton. Oh my God. Oh, I wish I had a Caesar salad. I am in a chair because we're going to be looking at some travel pictures soon. I feel kind of bad because I told Aya she could go take a shower. Maybe I should stall. What'd you guys do this weekend? Anyone go do anything fun? Relaxing? Ooh, spice. Oh, I forgot that actually kind of packs a punch. This is delicious. Our sauce with cilantro, Parmesan, and now chili sauce. Yes. It would tug on your chin. Okay, my husband says that I'm talking too loudly because he's gaming with his friends. So we gotta take it down a notch, okay? Can you guys still hear me? Joke's on you, I'm still dirty. Great, because we're gonna look at pictures now. You got sidetracked? Well, I'm gonna start, so. Sleep well, Taliesin. I hope you feel better. Got silver class. What is silver class? What does that mean? What is silver class? Thank you. Hope to see you around, my friend. Silver class sounds good. Yeah, he can't hear me because he's gaming with his friends. Okay. Second best, nice. Excellent. Congratulations. And we helped. Okie dokie. Yeah, we'll do something like that. I think that's fine. All right, so I have curated an album.
Fuck, so close. Fucking so close. Second place. You son of a bitch. You're so close.
Okay, anyway. Felix, I want out. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys about our trip that we took over the weekend. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild, but I got some cool pictures and I love doing these little travel slideshows. So if you guys have questions, let me know. I'll just, yeah, I'll just show you the pictures and tell you a little bit about them, and that's it. It's just gonna be chill. This is our RV, if in case you guys were not aware. This is what our RV looks like. Oh, thank you, Shiny. Thank you. Appreciate that. This is our RV. We actually had to take in the awning shortly after this picture was taken. We left it up like during the day of the first day we arrived, or the morning after we arrived pretty late at night. We got in at like, we got in really late. We got in at like 11 p.m. or something like that. It was a very long ride. We left home at 6, and it's probably about a 3.5 hour drive with no traffic. But we did hit a lot of traffic, first of all, because holiday travelers, and then we also stopped for gas, we stopped for groceries, and so all in all, it took us like freaking 5 hours to get there. How much is one of those RVs? Okay, so that's a really hard question to answer because like RVs vary widely in price based on the class of the RV. So there's class A, B, and C. There's different lengths of your RV. You can get anything from like a tiny little 15-foot van to something like a 50-footer and anything in between. There's different amounts of slides. There's different like makes and models, just like with cars. So it's really hard to say, actually. But they can be quite expensive. This one we got a pretty good deal on. This one I will say we got actually a very good deal on. But it's kind of crazy because like the one that we want, hey, what's up, Heat Ender? Van life. I would love to downsize to a van, but with our animals, it's kind of hard to downsize to like an actual van. That's a little small for us. So my dream RV that I really want us to, I would love for us to trade this one in, and I really want to get a Class B plus. They're these like 20 to 25 footer, like little Class B pluses. They're Mercedes. They're made by Mercedes. They're so great. I love them so much, but they're crazy expensive. They're crazy expensive. They're like over $100,000, like that level of expensive, and no one ever gets rid of them. So it's very hard to find them used, but new, they're like crazy bank. Welcome back, Erasmus. We're literally on the very first picture. So electric vans, yeah, I would love to get something electric. Actually, some of these B pluses run on diesel, and they're a lot more efficient. Look at that expertly repaired side mirror. Yeah. Can you live in this one? This one, yes. Yeah, for sure. This vehicle is livable. It's got a bathroom. It's got like a dining area, a kitchen, a bed. The front couch collapses into another bed. So and then the dining table collapses into another bed. So technically, this could comfortably sleep 6. And if you were willing to be uncomfortable and have people sleep on the floor, you could probably pack in about 8 people or so. That would be really crowded. I think we've done trips with about 4 people, and it was fun. We had some of our friends come with us, and we drove to the Grand Canyon and back. And that was with 4 people, so that was pretty good. You can live in smaller ones for sure, absolutely. It depends on what level of comfort and space you want, and what amenities you're willing to have or give up. So this one has a shower and a bathtub, like combined. So it has like a shower with a stand-in tub. There's also bathrooms that basically, when you get really pressed for space, sometimes you have, I think it's called a wet bathroom. So it sounds kind of gross, but basically the toilet and shower are all kind of just in one room. And so when you take a shower, the toilet gets wet. It's a very compact design. So basically, like the entire, like you still have a toilet, but when you shower, like the entire room gets wet. Ours is not like that. Ours has like an actual shower with a little tiny tub. It's not a bathtub that you could sit in. You could like scrunch your knees up and you could like pop a squat in it, but you can't like lounge in it. They're awesome, but like they're awesome for camping, but not for living. I think it'd be really hard to live with something like that. I feel like they'd be hard to keep clean. I don't know, but it's all for space. So it's like, our RV is about 34 feet, plus we usually have bikes on the back. So it's really long. It's hard to drive. It's inefficient. You can save a lot of space if you're willing to compromise on some things. Like for example, we have a couch, and we could probably do without our couch. Like, you know, we don't really need the space. We also have kind of a hallway where there's like, that leads to our bathroom, and then there's like a kind of cabinet, and it's like you could also remove the privacy of that separate room and just have the bed basically be part of the main room, and then you cut down on space that way too. So there are many different models, many different floor plans, many different designs and options. So and then depending on what year you get, ours is rather old, so we got a pretty good deal on it. You can get something that's like 20 years old, or you could buy something brand new. You could probably get something that's a bit more broken down and seen some wear and tear, and you could probably get it for like, you know, used for $25,000, or you could get a brand new RV and you could spend $300,000. Like, the range is massive. You could take a sanitary poop in the shower. I guess so. That's luxury, baby. I suppose so. This is Anza Borrego. It is absolutely beautiful. Hey, BDEF. Well, I'm actually not even sure what the highest priced ones are, but I've seen some RVs that are like probably 50 feet long. They probably have stairs inside, like, because they're so tall. I feel like they have to have some sort of stairs. They have like 4 slides. like all sorts of like decks that open up off the back. I've seen the most insane shit. Like when we go camping and it's crowded, we love to just stroll around the campground and like gawk at everyone else's stuff. You know, say hello, wave, walk the dog. But then we love to like snoop on people's setups because we see some really insane stuff. Like a rock band tour, yeah. Ours is not very deluxe. Ours is large and roomy, but ours is a little bit old, and it was gently used. That's why we were able to, you know, that's why we bought it, because for how old it was pretty gently used, and it's in very good condition. But, you know, ours is not very fancy. So this is Anza Borrego. Anza Borrego is a state park in Southern California. It's southeast of Los Angeles and northeast of San Diego. It's kind of out, if you guys know where the Salton Sea is, it's sort of almost out to the Salton Sea. It's like south of Joshua Tree. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. I believe it's like possibly the biggest state park in the state. Might even, is it the biggest one in the country? No, probably not. They said it was about 1,000 square miles. It's very big. Full screen pictures. The Salton Sea is smelly. Yeah, we had the option of camping at the Salton Sea because Anza Borrego had a lot of spots open because of the heat, and but then the heat got better. Like, as I booked it anyway because I was like, fuck it, let's just do it. And then the temperature forecast lowered. Salt and Sea, no, the Salton Sea. Supposedly very stinky, but they had 2 camp spots left there, and I was like, I don't think I want to go there. I've never camped there. I don't think I want to. Full screen pictures. I don't think I can full screen it because if I do, I won't be able to read chat. I only have a single monitor. If I had multiple monitors, we could, but not with 2. So I think this is the best we're gonna get. Let me see, maybe can I make this bigger? Let me see. That's not perfect, but that's like probably the best we're gonna get. I know, it's okay. I know it doesn't look clean, but perfect. Okay, so yeah, it's beautiful out here. You have these like really dramatic canyons. They're known for this. There's this hike that you could do. We didn't do it this time, but I've done it before. It's the slot canyons, and they're these really, really narrow places. Yeah, I said perfect. I said perfect. Hi, Miss Roy. How are you? Welcome in. It was supposed to be the next Palm Springs before the lake went toxic. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, Salton Sea is gross, and I have no desire to camp there. Excuse me. Excuse me. So Anza Borrego has these amazing slot canyons where they're very, very narrow, like sometimes 3 feet wide in some spots. So you can't be very large. If you're a very large person, you might not be able to hike in the slot canyon because you might not fit. They are pretty narrow. It's just like, you know, as far as like geological time, I mean, these were carved pretty quickly. And so you have these very dramatic vertical canyons. It's really, really stunning. I think this used to be an ocean, and so they have found like a lot of fossils from a time where this area was covered with water, if you can believe that. So there's a lot of like paleontological activity here. They have like a whole research center. They have a ton of fossil fossil stuff from this area. It's pretty fantastic. But anyway, this is the view just from right outside our camper, just like looking to the right. Did I learn this stuff by reading the signs and plaques? You know it. I always read the signs and plaques. This is a cactus that was right in front of our RV, and I was like, okay, we're not letting any of the animals wander unattended because there was so much pokey shit in this campground. This thing would, like, literally as soon as I walked out the RV, immediately I got stabbed in the foot by a piece of this cactus that had fallen off and was stabbing me in the shoe. And I was like, ah, frick. And then I like pulled it out, and then I pulled it out and it got stuck in my finger when I was trying to pull it out of the leather of my shoe. And then it was stabbing me in the finger, and I was like, ah. And I was like, okay, we need to watch our animals. Felix does not get to wander unattended. Turkey does not get to wander unattended. This is a pokey desert, and it hurt a lot. I had to pull it out of my hand, and it hurt. Yeah, this thing is business. Stay away. This, I just took a picture because I thought this was way cute. Just to give you guys an idea, like talking about the different options. They are so stabby. Hi, St. Clair. That cactus woke up and chose violence. It stabbed me right in the foot. I was like, ah. This was just our neighbors, one spot over, okay? These are Borrego palms. So I believe they're the only palm native to California. Don't quote me on that. I think these might be the only palm native to California. This was our neighbor, right? It's super cute. They had a family of about 5 or 6, and it was all kids. So it was like 2 parents, and then I think at least 3 kids, possibly 4. I think I don't know, count the bikes, but all aboard the poo train. Gross. Hey. Yeah, so this, I don't know if this is a sleeping quarter, or I think this is a sleeping quarter. Can you guys see my mouse? Wait, hang on. Oh, there we go. I think this is a sleeping quarter up here. This is their car. This is a towable, meaning it does not drive. So they have to pull it behind this car. Then you have your sleeping area in here. They got their bikes on the back. And then they had like storage. Yeah, it was very, very neat. And so you could see they crammed a lot of people and stuff into a really compact setup. And so obviously a towable like this would be pretty affordable, probably. The towables are not terribly expensive. I was just admiring their setup. This is the view from right outside our camper. Yeah, that's more of the style, but probably smaller than the one she has. This one was real tiny, and yeah, it was cute. It was cute. And it was so sweet. The kids were like biking around. They're having a good time. It was nice. That's the thing that stabbed me. That is the thing that stuck in my foot. And I pulled it out of my foot, and it stabbed me in the finger. Thank you, St. Clair. Appreciate that. It is pretty tasty. For something that we just made up kind of on the fly, I think it worked out really well. Hey, how's it going, Dante? Welcome. What kind of scale is that thing? Like, how big is it? Probably about like that big. It's pretty small. Okay, this is a mammoth skull. So we went to the visitor center. I'm kind of nervous. Don't be nervous. We're nice. We don't bite. Okay, this is a mammoth skull. Like I said, they have crazy, yeah, a cyclops skull. Yeah, did you guys know that? Did you guys know that mammoth skulls are like, I don't know if they are the reason we have the cyclops myth, but they certainly helped reinforce it, because a mammoth skull or an elephant skull looks like it has a single eye hole, and it helped inspire the myth of the giant cyclops, you know? Where was this picture taken? In Anza Borrego. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, because imagine like ancient times, you find one of these giant skulls and it has this one giant eye hole, and it's a huge skull, and you're like, holy shit, that was one big one-eyed dude, right? What else are you gonna think, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is a mammoth skull. they have unearthed so many fossils from Anza Borrego. It's really crazy. Back here, looks like there's a lower jaw. Up here, this is a camel, like some sort of ancient camel lower jaw up here. Yeah, and if you're Greek, you've probably never seen an elephant before, right? This is the upper forearm of a southern mammoth. It was very big. You don't see what? Where's the eye hole? Well, you can't really see it in this. But like, here, let me see if I can find it. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Yeah, that one was in profile. This is what it looks like. So you can imagine that someone sees that, and obviously there's no trunk because the trunk would have, you know, would have been gone. And so basically it kind of makes sense. You would look at that and it's super scary, but let's say you find one of these. It's huge, first of all. It's okay, Emu. Isn't that cool? So just imagine like some sort of ancient dude like finding one of these skulls and being like, hey, that is a giant's skull and that giant only had one eye, right? So, anywho. Also, I learned something cool. I don't know if you guys can, you guys probably can't read this part, but it says that using eyedroppers and paintbrushes, the team hardens the fossils. They apply plastics dissolved in acetone. The acetone carries the hardener into the bone and then evaporates. By molding nylon mesh and plaster, volunteers make cradles for many of the fossils. A thin layer of foam adds protection. I never knew that. So basically what that means is while these paleontologists are excavating, I'm so sorry for my loud ass husband, I'm sorry. So while these people are excavating these very, very old, very, very delicate fossils, they're actually taking a mixture of plastics dissolved in an acetone solution and they're applying it to the bone. I don't know if it's a spray or a paintbrush or something, but that allows it to penetrate into the very fragile bone material and it strengthens it from the inside. They can also remove their nail polish. Yeah, so if that mammoth had its nails painted, we won't know anymore. But isn't that crazy? I thought that was so cool. I didn't know that. I always kind of wondered like, hey, those bones are like crazy, crazy old. Like, how do they not crumble to dust as soon as they're exposed to the slightest breeze? And that's basically it, is while they're excavating it, as more and more gets shown, they're hardening it as they go. His hardness is proof of life. I know, I thought they just dug it out of the ground. I had no idea. So I totally learned something new. Yes, I don't know if this information is totally up to date. Like, I don't know how, you know, I don't know what the latest technology is, but I basically thought that they, like you said, just dug it out and brought it to a museum, and that's not the case. So it is, yeah. Yeah, it's very intricate, for sure. I have watched videos and stuff, and like, J Fry knows I love the La Brea Tar Pits. If you guys ever get a chance, if you guys are ever in LA, go to the La Brea Tar Pits. It's awesome. And they have a little room where you can watch the people like actually doing some fossil like work, and you can actually look through the window. You could like get right up in their face and you could see them like using toothbrushes and little tiny thingies, and you could see them like brushing and chiseling and oh my god, save your time. No! Go to the La Brea Tar Pits. They're great. Nat Geo is different now, yeah, for sure. I don't know why he hates the La Brea Tar Pits so much. Personally, I really like them, but whatever. I'm sorry for the poor picture. It didn't come out properly because obviously I moved, but this is, do you guys know what this is? I'm not gonna tell you. Can anyone guess what this is? See, thank you, Aya. Thank you. Someone appreciates fun science. I will let you guys guess what this is. The winner gets, I don't know, a high five. He thinks they're the pits. I love science. He just hates the tar pits for some reason. Ding, ding, ding. High five. Whoop. It is an ant. It is an ant burrow. Ah, well, I will have to come out to Minnesota to see that. Mm-hmm. It is an anthill. So there are tons of ants in the desert. Dante, that's so funny. Just a little tiny baby. So there are tons of ants in the desert, and they also like abandon their anthills all the time, and they'll move on. So I'm hoping that this was an abandoned one. I don't think they would make this by just murdering like a million ants. I really don't think so. I believe this was an abandoned one. The termites ones are a bit more bulbous. Well, this is, yeah, these are ants. And what they do is they take aluminum, well, I think that it was abandoned. I don't think that they just murdered all the ants in this anthill. I think that's probably unlikely. It was probably abandoned. But they take a like a molten liquid. I think it's aluminum. It's some sort of metal, but I think it's aluminum. And they go to the top of the anthill and they just pour it down the anthill. And it gushes down into the anthill, filling all the nooks and crannies. And then when it cools, it like dries and hardens, and then they dig the whole thing out. And that's what it looks like underground, which is insane. I don't know if you guys can tell the scale. This thing was like, I feel like it was like 8 or 9 feet long. It was very, very big. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. Sim Ant? What is that? Is that an ant simulator game? I have no desire to play an ant simulator game. No, thank you. This is a bighorn sheep horn. This is the horn of a peninsular bighorn sheep, which is still a living creature in this area, but it's very rare. They're very rare, and there's only a few hundred of them in the wild. Everyone played Sim Ant except for me, I guess. Sim Isle? I think I might have played Sim City at like a friend's house one time. I've never played The Sims. Did you guys know I've never played The Sims before? I feel like I would probably like it. Whose house? The Peninsular Bighorn Sheep's house. You hunt those in Red Dead too? Oh my god. Well, that's okay, because back then there were probably a lot more of them in the time of that game. But now, there's only a few hundred. Yeah, I think I would love The Sims. Maybe we should, maybe I should become a Sims streamer. Maybe that's my new thing. I don't know. Okay, this is just some taxidermy, but there's a chef job in The Sims too. This is taxidermy, but you could see for scale just how big these things are, and they got these big old horns. This is the ewe, this is the lamb, and then we also have just some other creatures as well. They are incredibly majestic, and you'll notice, I sound like a freaking ranger, but look at the color of these bighorn sheep, and look at these freaking rocks, dude. And just kind of like squint your eyes a little bit, and you're like, What bighorn sheep? I don't see anything. All I see is a pile of boulders. They are crazy, crazy camouflaged. Yeah, the Roadrunner goes beep beep.
Alright, so how do I get to the vault?
Yeah, I think there's romance in The Sims, right? What's up, Pikachu? What's happening? I'd probably go around cheating and committing crimes. You can woohoo all over the place. Ooh. So yeah, this was just to show you the scale of them. And then we saw this as we were walking out, and my husband pointed it out, and I thought it was awesome. There are mountain lions in Anza Borrego, and this was one big one.
There's a way out quickly, right?
You can also be a criminal as a career. Oh, great. Yeah, we like looked up and we were like, whoa. Kind of scared us both because it was really big and it was looking down on us. Don't worry, it's not alive. Okay, this is, do you guys know what this is? Have you guys ever seen this before? Let me give you a hint. It was in the 90s that day. That is not a trash can. This is a solar oven. So, yeah, it's a solar oven. Sim Isle was like a small island management game. Indigenous people, ruins, resources, sustainable logging versus slash and burn. Turning a ruin into a tourist trap versus using it exclusively for archaeology. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh yeah, you want 2 years experience before you can be a career criminal. I need some references. So this is a sweet potato. This is 2 sweet potatoes in a plastic bag and cooking in a solar oven. And the ranger was like, come on, give it a poke. So I gave it a poke and that potato was cooked. That potato was soft and cooked. Yeah, it was very, very cool. This is just some metal art. We stopped by this like, so Anza Borrego has these really crazy giant sculptures. Go on, give it a poke. Hi Ritter Dan, how are you? So Anza Borrego, one of the things they're known for is these really big, like in the town, they have this, this series of metal sculptures that are very, very big, like, you know, 10, 20 feet tall, kind of big, like a giant dinosaur or like a giant something or other. I don't know. This is like these really big statues made out of metal. And so that's kind of like their aesthetic. So this is not one of them. This is like from a gallery of metal art, but just for context, Anza Borrego, like Borrego Springs, which is the town nearby, they have these like really, really giant, actually, hang on, let me find it. Maybe some a little bit of butter, a little bit of cinnamon sugar. The turtle got baked. Okay, so they have some pretty cool ones. Like this one's like one of the famous ones. It's like this kind of sea dragon that rises out of the sand. That one's probably the most iconic one. But yeah, they have a lot of like pretty cool ones, like dinosaurs and giant insects. Yeah, the scorpion's pretty sick. The dragon is like one of the more iconic ones just because of the way that it's designed. It looks like it's swimming through the sand. So, you know, it's pretty cool. A giant turtle killed you in WoW. Yep, total nightmare fuel for some of these big bugs, but yeah, pretty neat stuff. So they have these like giant sculptures, and that's kind of what the town, like, that's one of the things to do in town. GoSun, solar ovens and coolers. That's pretty cool. So these were just some smaller artworks from like a metal art gallery. Okay, this is a cactus. It looks fuzzy. It's not fuzzy. It's really pokey. But it's just like tiny, minuscule pokies that are like the size of a hair. Like, don't touch it. It will poke you and it'll be really bad. My husband said when he was a kid, he like fell into one of these. Yeah. Well, they look kind of fuzzy though. They look kind of like they wouldn't be that dangerous, but up close, they're very, very tiny spines. Yeah. This plant is like, stay away from my water. Can you eat these? They kind of look like the edible cactus. You know what? You can probably eat like just about any cactus, most likely. Probably. I don't know. Don't quote me. Woman dies from eating cactus, said streamer told her that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It looks like one you can eat. Yeah, they look like a cat would want to like snuggle up on them or like rub their face on them. And I promise you, no, it's a bad idea. I wanted to show you guys what we were drinking. If you guys haven't had these Kona Island seltzers, they're so freaking good. With enough ketchup, ugh, ketchup and like cactus. Yeah, well, I've eaten cactus before. I just don't know if it's what like kind it was. Like, you can eat, there's like Mexican food uses cactus. You eat the cactus in your backyard? You take it in, prepare it and everything? I doubt all cactus tastes the same. I mean, not all plants taste the same. Tastes very ketchupy. I'm sure some is better than others. Yeah, I'm sure some are not very tasty or good for you. Okay, if you guys like hard seltzer, because I consider myself to be a little bit of a hard seltzer connoisseur. No, not really. We drink it a lot because it's tasty. This one's really good. If you guys can get your hands on the Kona brand, I really like it. This is the Tropical Punch, which I think is probably like the worst flavor. They had a strawberry guava, lime starfruit, and passion fruit guava, and then the Tropical Punch, and they're really tasty. The Cutwater, this was a pina colada. It's not a seltzer. It's like a cocktail in a can. It was very strong. It was 13%, and it was very, very sweet. Cactopodes.
Oh God, they're right there. Fuck me.
Yeah, I would agree. Yes, probably a lot of delicious edible ones that taste different, and then some that you probably don't want to eat. Yeah, this one was good. The Cutwater was very tasty, but no, this one's not a hard seltzer. The one on the right, the Kona is, and this one's like 5%. The 13% is not a seltzer. This is like a canned cocktail. And it was really, really sweet. Difficult to drink because it was so sweet, and so I made some ice, because we have a fridge and freezer in the RV, so I made some ice, poured this over ice, and it was perfect. Much better over ice. That's Dragon's Milk territory. You would be drunk off one of those? Oh, I was. That's why I posted in Discord and I was like, it's time to party! Because I was, I was partying. Sounds like hangover juice? Nah, I don't get hungover.
The little brick? No.
Sorry again for the poor photo. This was at pretty low light. This was taken after 8 p.m. so the sun was already like basically down, so it's a very low light picture, I'm sorry. But we went to a ranger-led stargazing and it was super fun. More like Zobo crunk, I know. I was getting crunk in the desert, and then we drunkenly went to this stargazing.
Yeah, it's like
and so we like we're like at this stargazing, and we're like still drinking at the stargazing. It was fun though. So it was like ranger led, and they were giving out these star charts that were printed for the day of, and they like taught us how to read it, and then basically we arrived there. The event started at 8. Even though the sun had already technically set, the sky was not dark enough yet. And so we were like kind of looking, waiting for the stars to appear. And so it would be like the brightest ones would start appearing. And so we'd be like pointing them out. They had a telescope. It was pretty cool. I did not drunkenly walk into a bunch of cactus, thank God, because we did not take the main road. We took the shortcut through the desert, which you can do. Like there's like a little walking path, but it's a little bit more treacherous. Yeah. So Anza Borrego is one of the best places in this area. Like it's one of the best places in Southern California to see stars. There is almost no light pollution, and the actual town itself, they have laws. I forget what they call it. It's called like the dark skies something or other. They basically have local laws regarding lights in your home, where basically everything has to have a certain level of coverage because they literally don't allow light pollution. Light pollution from everyone using their phone lights to read the star charts. Yeah. No, but like it's the most stars that I had seen in a very long time, which was great. Because maybe this is weird to some people if you guys don't live in a city, but I'm telling you, I almost never see stars. I can see like a couple, like I can see a few, but it's very rare that I actually get to see stars. So if you guys live somewhere where you get to see like a bunch of stars, you're very lucky. Yeah, it's very, very rare that I get to go somewhere with low light pollution because I live in Los Angeles, which is insanely light polluted. Unfortunately, the Milky Way was not visible. I think it was based on the time in the season, but the Milky Way, we couldn't see the Milky Way, no. But we saw a whole bunch of stars. We saw we found the Big Dipper and the North Star, Castor Pollux, and a whole bunch of ones that I can't remember the name, so. But like a bunch. The stars I get to see aren't in the sky. Well, I live in Los Angeles, so same. Yeah, you can drive like an hour away and get very little light pollution. That's nice. Yeah. Sorry. We were both drinking at the stargazing. I'm sorry. Did you get to see Uranus? No. Yeah, you gotta go on a journey to get away from it, totally. I don't think it's possible for the Milky Way to not be in view. Someone asked if we could see the Milky Way, and she said no, and I can't remember why she said no. But I feel like I've seen the Milky Way before, so why would it have not been visible? I'm telling you, Anza Borrego has like no light pollution. It's one of the best stargazing places you could go in Southern California. It was slightly overcast. Maybe the cloud cover was preventing us from seeing it. At the supermarket. I don't know. It was a little bit overcast at the time we started. It cleared up a few hours later. Maybe it was the cloud cover. Look at what we found. Look at this big boy. He was really big. He was the size of my palm. Like, look at your palm and imagine a big fat toad the size of your palm in diameter. It was so stinking cute. And then he hopped away and he showed us his little frog butt. Have you guys ever seen frog butts before? Like when frogs turn around, they have little butt cheeks. It is so cute. I did not lick the toad, but I accidentally got a little too close to it and I accidentally scared him away. I really didn't mean to. I was just trying to like get a closer look, but I guess I moved a little too fast and he got spooked and he hopped away. Frog butts? What's your favorite frog butt? Yeah, frogs are like really thick. Look up a picture of frog butts. Literally, look up frog butts. It's kind of a little bit matchy-matchy. Like, I feel like you should kind of mix it up a little bit. Yeah, hallucinogenic poison. But like, who was the first person to discover that? You know what I mean? Oh, noodle, it was good. It was really good. I'm eating it with some hot sauce right now. Super tasty. How was your class? That's what a frog butt looks like, or a toad butt. Yeah, they were probably just trying to eat it for like actual food. I mean, you can eat reptiles, you can eat frogs, like, you know. How did you get my picture? Reported. Good night, Zan. Sweet dreams. This is a toilet. I took a picture because this toilet made me laugh because it had no door. It was just a stone wall that was about 6 feet high with no roof, no door, nothing. It was just a toilet standing in the middle of the desert. It was by a trailhead, but still.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the map.
Can you watch this short frog video? Okay. Wait, hang on first. I always gotta open it first, just to make sure. Oh my God. Yeah, there was a toilet. That's true. If I make this bigger, I won't be able to see chat. Hi, Bitter Dan. Hey, everybody, I'm pooping. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that last part. I thought you were just saying hi. I was like, hi, Bitter Dan. That was so cute. I'm sorry, I don't have a way of watching it bigger without totally ruining my whole setup. That was really cute. I did not know that frogs yawned. That frog was so cute. Why am I watching this? We were talking about frog butts. Do you guys, I don't know if you guys knew this, but frogs have butts. That frog was so cute. Anywho, here's the next morning. Same view as before, but you could see now that there's a ton of dust.
Okay, where was he? Zoe and I were
Flying in here. You guys don't like it? What? What do you mean? You guys don't like frog butt videos? On the stomach thick.
Zoe.
Yes.
Lee was the guy who kidnapped Leia and was the head of the group.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, that's what she thought.
Thank you.
Thank you for complimenting.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I hate
It was very dusty. It was super dusty, but at least it was in the distance. It wasn't near us, thank goodness.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is like,
Here's Felix. Look at his goofy ass face. When I took his picture, you can see my phone here. When I took his picture, he was like, huh? He looks so perplexed. But please excuse the streaks on my RV. We really need to wash that window. It's got mad streaks on it from the last time it rained. Sitting in judgment. He looks like the Joker.
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah, I can see it. The cats really love sitting in the window, as I'm sure you guys can imagine. It's like very private because there's a curtain behind them. It's very sunny, it's very warm. They can look out and they can watch stuff, so they can like see cars go by and they can see like people biking or walking, and it's just very fun for them to sit in the window. They love it. And he's so handsome. He's so handsome. That's my boy. You can see how tiny his eye holes are because it was very, very hot and bright. It looks really weird because he's got those crazy narrow slits of eyes, you know, to block out the light because it was real bright and real hot. But he loves sitting up there. Okay. So I know this picture doesn't look like anything because it's kind of not really, you know, there's not a whole lot going on here. But remember how I told you guys that there were only a few hundred bighorn sheep in the wild? Well, we saw a herd of them, which is kind of rare, especially in a 1,000 square 1,000 square mile state park. It is kind of rare to spot them. The herd is in this picture. You guys probably will not be able to see them because we're pretty far away. The phone didn't pick it up very well. I can see them. Let me see. Let me pick them out. Hang on. Where were they? Can I zoom in? I don't think I can zoom in. Oh, that's too far. Oh, I can zoom in. Okay. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, here they are. Okay, so here's one. Here's one. Very, very hard to spot. It was a herd of about, I think maybe about 10 of them. Probably about 10 of them. It's really, really hard to see them. You basically, those are just rocks, but they're not. Like, it's really hard because you are fooling me. They blend in so well. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but they were here. And I think my husband took a video of them, but I didn't. This is from my husband's phone, not mine. So I airdropped his pictures to me. I did not send the videos. I'll see if the videos are visible at all, but they were kind of far off, close enough that we could see them pretty well, but it was hard to photograph, you know, without any special zoom lenses. And they are camouflaged like mad. Yeah. And so we probably wouldn't have spotted them, except we were just starting our hike. We were literally just stepping onto the trail, and a guy was finishing his hike. He's all sweaty, and he's like, "There's some bighorn sheep." And we were like, "What? Like, what? Where?" And he's like, "Oh, just like 5 minutes that way." And we were like, oh my God. So we like power walked. We're like, we gotta see them, because we've been to Anza Borrego like a year or two ago. and looked for them on this same trail, which is, they go here and you'll see why later, why they frequent this area. We looked for them, couldn't find them last time we were in Anza-Borrego, and so I really was desperate to see them. And this guy was like, yeah, there's a whole herd of them about 5 minutes up the trail. And so we went and we were just like looking. It's like, you can't hear anything. It's like kind of windy, but there's no, there's not a lot of sound to tip you off. We're just like walking and we're just scanning, and I freaking spotted them. And I probably wouldn't have if the guy hadn't alerted us. That's how hidden they were. If he hadn't told us and we weren't like on high alert for them, I might have missed them. So, and then we saw another couple, like an older couple, coming back down the trail, also ending their hike. And I stopped them and I said, did you guys see the bighorn sheep? And they were like, no, what? And I told them where to come up, because there's like this dip, and I told them where to come up to see it, and they were freaking out because they had basically walked by them and not seen them either. So it was seriously insane. I'm sorry that I don't have a picture, like a good picture for you, but just take my word for it that the herd is right over here, and you can see how amazingly they blend in with the landscape. It's seriously wild. Anyway, we got drunk on the hike because why not? We don't worry, we brought water as well, but we were like, hey, we gotta stay hydrated. Why don't we bring some hard seltzer to make sure that we're staying well hydrated on our hike. It helped. We stayed very hydrated. This is just a cool rock. I was kind of marveling because it looks like rust. So I was thinking it must be some sort of like iron deposit in the rock that rusted or like oxidized or something. I don't know. It was very cool looking. I have no idea what it is. I think this is some sort of granite, and I think this is some sort of iron deposit, but I don't know because I am not a geologist. Don't ask me. Yeah, we need a geologist in chat. Where's our resident geologist? Okay, here's us. Oh, this is where I took a picture of that cool rock pattern, but we rested in the shade a little bit. The iron theory sounds legit. I mean, it's not a very like difficult theory to come to, but yeah, we had a little rest here in the shade. It was crazy hot. I'm a YouTube viewing geologist. Okay, that's good enough. That's more than me. It was very hot and there was basically no shade. And a lot of the rocks were not big enough to shade us. And so when we did find a big rock, it was like, okay, we definitely need to sit and rest because it was crazy hot. It was, actually, I don't know how hot it was, but it was very hot. Geography. Well, we appreciate geography help as well. From the geology Reddit? Okay, great. See, that's still better than me. Yeah, this is the good flavor. Passion fruit guava. Passion fruit guava. That one was really good. My friends bring me rocks and ask for info and I stare blankly. That's funny. Yeah, we need to make sure that we have a good balance of people with different like expertises in this community so that we can get all of our science questions answered. I do recommend, if you guys like hard seltzer, try this Kona Spiked Island Seltzer. It's very tasty. Thank you. Well, that's why I'm sharing it.